बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ट्यूटोरियल बिगिनर्स ASP.NET का वीडियो देख रहा हूँ, उसमें कंट्रोलर कैसे बनाने का देख रहा हूँ। हम पे कंट्रोलर कैसे बना रहा है। कंट्रोलर एक फोल्डर है, उसे क्लिक करके राइट क्लिक मारता है। राइट क्लिक मारने के बाद ऐड एक सब मेनू कॉन्टेक्स्ट मेनू दिखाता है, पॉपअप मेनू, उसमें एक ऐड क्लिक करता है। उसके बाद उसमें कंट्रोलर आता है। ओके, ऐड के पहले काम तो कुछ है
कंट्रोलर नहीं
कंट्रोलर किया तो उसमें कॉमन है कंट्रोलर MVC कंट्रोलर रीड और एक्शन MVC कंट्रोलर यूजिंग एंटिटी। API कंट्रोलर में देखे तो 3 है, MD विद रीड एंड राइट विद एक्शन यूजिंग एंटिटी पैरामीटर का
यूजर।
उन्होंने क्या सेलेक्ट किया है API कंट्रोलर।
And make sure you are selecting the controller as API controller, because we are not building the UI, we are building API. So that's why
क्या बोल रहे हैं।
I'm selecting here API controller. In the API controller you are having here 3 options: API controller empty, API controller with read write actions, and API controller with action using entity framework. So let's start with the second one, because we are willing to create the other operation also, for fetching the data, for adding the data, and for doing the other operation. So let's start with the API controller with read write operation.
ऐड करते हैं,
Then add.
ऐड हुआ है।
So now define this controller name as user controller.
User controller
Click on that button. So do we create our user API controller?
User API controller बना रहे हैं।
Okay. You can see using this scaffolding option for generating. So scaffolding is a code generation technique. The same thing it is using for generating the code for read and write operations. Now can see here it's created.
अच्छा, यहाँ पे देखते हैं यूजर कंट्रोलर है, रूट है, API कंट्रोलर, API कंट्रोलर बेस है जो कि यूजर है। कंट्रोलर यूजर बोल रहा है, बट यूजर कहाँ है। मैंने क्या दिया, ऑटोमेटिक यूजर आ जाएगी। ओके, कंट्रोलर में होता है रूट में।
Here a user controller, and it's also defined a route also. In the route you can see there is a API is a hard code word. Then there is a controller. It's not mentioning the action here. This is a very simple example to create the API using the ASP.NET Core, and it's having all the crude methods. So it's having the get all, get by ID here. It is for adding the new record, it is for updating the existing record, and it is for deleting the record, and all these methods are empty. So now based upon the requirement we will write the code over here.
अच्छा,
so now let's check it how it is working. Later on I will add here the way how to fetch the user from the database.
Okay,
so let me run the code to check it. So our API name is not here weather forecast. Our API name is API slash
user. Okay, अरे दो दे।
And you can see I'm getting here value 1 and the value 2. And this value 1 and value 2 is returning by this get method. It means our API is working fine.
अच्छा काम कर रहा है।
So this is the way how we created here a simple ASP.NET Web API.
अरे यार ये आ गया, प्ले करके स्किप करता हूँ। चल स्किप हो गया और म्यूट।
Creating database for microservice.
Database कैसे
So when we will create the microservice, so each microservice has its own database to persist its state. So same way what we will do, we already created here a user microservice. So there we will create its separate database also. So we will use here entity framework core for defining the entities, and based upon the migration we will create the database. So let's see how we can create it. So for defining the entities here, let's do one thing. Let's create here a one more folder
और एक फोल्डर
with the name database.
अच्छा, फोल्डर कैसे बनाता है। ओके, प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर करें, ऐड मारे, so build rebuild clean view analyze code again लिस्टिंग और मैनेज नो गुड पैकेज डीबग बट भी ऐड देता है, उसमें ऐड एक ही देता है, उसमें आइटम कटर, उसमें फोल्डर शायद
I'm adding here a folder with the name database
बनाया, उसे डेटाबेस बोलता है, डेटाबेस और क्या डी का प्रोवाइड है।
and in the database folder I will add the entities.
इसके अंदर
So here I'm adding here A1.
उसके डेटाबेस फोल्डर बनाया डी का एप्पल है, उसके अंदर एक फोल्डर बना रहा है, ऐड लिंक मारा, ऐड मारने में डी फोल्डर,
one more folder for entities.
एंटिटीज बोलता है।
In entities folder I will add
के अंदर अब एक बार क्या बना रहा है,
the entity named as user.
क्लास बना रहा है यार।
In entities folder I will add the entity
लिंक मारा, एंटिटी का एग्जिस्टिंग
named as
लास्ट में
user.
क्लिक करें, डायलॉग ओपन है, उसे सी शार्प कोड डेटा जनरल।
So I'm adding here a
यूजर
class user, and in the user class
कोड है,
I will add the properties
अरे अच्छा है यार, ऑटोमेटिक हो गया।
for which we are willing to create the columns. So let's define the property name as user ID. I have defined here, and add here others properties also. Let's say string name, I'm using here name, then address and contact. So it is here address,
नाम क्या है, एड्रेस
it is here
contact,
मोबाइल
बोले तो।
So this is the way how we added the properties into the user class. Now we can define here the database context for creating the database for the these entities. So what I'm doing here, I'm just adding here a class at the database folder level named as database context.
अच्छा,
adding here database context
वो काम होना है, डेटाबेस फोल्डर लेवल में हो रहा है, इसका नाम क्या है, डेटाबेस कॉन्टेक्ट फोल्डर है
class. And here for using this user entity, we need to install here the entity framework core NuGet package. So just to right click in the dependencies and go to the option manage NuGet packages, and here go to the browse option, and when you are using the browse option make
एक बात कर लेता हूँ, इसको देख कुछ इंस्टॉल करना बोल रहा है, इंस्टॉल करने में डिपेंडेंसी स्टार्ट था, उसमें ब्राउज जा रहा है,
sure you are connected with the internet to download the NuGet packages. So I'm just making here search for Microsoft.entity
वो है भाई, वो है रिलेशन
core.
इसमें क्या करता है, इसके जरूरत है।
So this is the package you need to install here. So it is a 3.1
version दिखा रहा है,
because we are using here ASP.NET Core 3.1, that's why the package name is also 3.1 we are selecting it. It is also targeting the .NET Core 3.1.
अच्छा तो देखा है क्या, मैं एंटिटी फ्रेमवर्क कोर मारे उसके साथ इंटरनेट कनेक्ट होना, दिखाता है रिलेशन जरूरत नहीं, एंटिटी क्लिक करना, वर्जन इंस्टॉल होना।
Now accept the license. So after installing this package, all the entity framework core features you can use over here. But here we are using here a relational database also. So now you have to decide what the relational database you are using. So we will use a SQL Server. So let's install it. Here one more package for the SQL Server. So depending upon the RDBMS
server database का नाम क्या है,
please download the package for entity framework core SQL Server, like entity framework core MySQL. So we are using a SQL Server, that's why I'm downloading a SQL Server. And here we are willing to perform here the code first migration. For migration we need a tools package.
अच्छा, माइग्रेशन करने के लिए टूल्स का भी होना है बोल रहा है यार,
the tools package you need to install. After installing this package we are able to run these commands. Let's say add migration, drop database. So what are the various migration commands we have? We can use here after installing this package. So let's install this package also. Accept the license. So all the three packages we have installed which are required for creating our database. Now let's inherit it from DB context class. This is the built-in class in Entity Framework which is responsible for managing the database connection. I'm using here public DB set and just add the classes for which you are willing to create the entities. So I'm willing to create here the tables for user class. So I added here the user class. Now we need a database connection string. So the database connection string we can define here within a method. So there is a method in the DB context class. That method we can override here. So let me override a method here. Override on model configuring is a method which we can override. So that is on configuring method which we need to override. Now we need to define a database connection string. So there is a method on configuring in DB context class. That method we need to override here. So let me override the method here. Override and on configuring. And here let me define the database connection string. So let's define the connection string as per your system. So I'm defining the connection string as per my system. Use option builder, then use SQL Server, and then pass your database connection string. So I'm passing the connection string as per my system. So here just copy your data. Data source, then define your database name. Let's say my database name is here user microservice would be my database name. This is a user ID and this is the password I mentioned over here.
User आगे space दिया है यार अच्छा
So we have defined here a entity.
So key value